Hello there everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. Now today I thought we would do something a little bit different and I would do my top 5 countdown of my favorite Black Series figures. So what I want to do is just go through essentially my favorites in the collection. So I think we should jump right into it. But before we do, let me just have a quick sip of Earl Grey. It is a Sunday evening and it's only natural. Smashing. Right. So the first place, or rather fifth place, goes to this guy. The Gamorrean Guard from Return of the Jedi. I just think this figure's superb, really. Great accessories, great detail, very cool articulation in the mouth and in the hands. You know, it's there if you want it. This is kind of how I've got him posed because he has to fit on the shelf, and my shelf is bulging. Yeah, so I just love this figure. He is one of my top 5, absolutely. I love the detail here. The armor there is really cool. A nice little sheen to it. A nice bit of paint application there. And the weapons have got nice detail too, you know. The axe especially is awesome. This pike thing's a little bit lacking, a bit basic, but you know, it's still quite a cool sculpt. And then of course there's the soft belly here, which is a really nice touch, and the nice detailing here with the belt buckle is very cool. So yeah, awesome figure, lovely detail on the head there as well. Just can't fault it really. I'd like another one actually, but these figures just haven't dropped in price. They're always kind of £30 or more, and have been for years. So maybe when the card back release for Return of the Jedi's 40th anniversary release, we might find them a bit cheaper, maybe 25, 20. But I remember this one came in the original red and black box and it was, you know, 30, nearly 40 quid, you know, so but worthwhile. I think a smashing figure, really cool. Yeah, so love this guy. Okay then. And number 4, we have the Tusken Raider. And I love this figure. Again, fantastic use of soft goods. I love this sort of flowing gown. Lawrence of Arabia, very cool. The detail again is awesome. You know, the gun belts, the accessory here, and the binocular head, very cool. Really kind of captures the character well, you know, and that's what I like about it. And the Gaddafi stick there is really nicely sculpted, and I like the way those Gaddafi sticks were interchangeable. You could kind of connect them where the hand grips it. You could have 2 different bottoms and tops, which was quite good. And the rifle, which is a fantastic example of detailed accessory. You don't see that much. That rifle there, look, it's got all those different shades. A nice little touch of metallic going on. And the gun barrel as well. Yeah, lovely. Now, a great figure. And if you can see there, the head is just awesome. Spot on. So this is kind of how he's posed on the shelf, because again, the shelf is just so busy with figures at the moment. I have to kind of have them like this. So I've got 2 Tuskens. Well, sorry, 3 altogether. For Christmas recently, I got the Credit Tusken Raider. He's slightly different. His accessories are rubbish. They have just not bothered to give them any detail. They are kind of like unmolded plastic, you know, they're just rubbish. They've got no detail or even texture. They're just molded bits of plastic, you know. But the Tusken's quite cool. So, you know, I'm sort of tribe building, I suppose. And the Credit Collection Tusken is kind of like a chieftain to these two originals. But this one here is certainly superb. So yeah, number 4 spot, fantastic addition. So yeah, get one of those if you can. Sorry, quick tea break. Here we go. So, number 3 is good old Master Skywalker. And this, of course, is the Return of the Jedi, Endor disguised Luke from the, what was it now? It must be a 5-pack, is it? I suppose it must be. With Han, Leia, Luke, and is it Pablo? The Ewok, and the Speeder. Very nice pack. But Luke here, he's my favourite Luke. I mean, we've had umpteen amounts of Lukes, but this is one of my favourites. I love the detail. I think the lightsaber hilt is awesome. That is spot on. You know, to capture that likeness of that prop, if you like, as a toy is awesome. It's really good. And you know, I love the soft goods again. The camouflaged ponchos, really nice. You know, and the likeness to Mark Hamill, young Mark Hamill's not bad. You know, as faces go, it's not bad. And the Rebel helmet there is really nice. It's sort of Vietnam style. That's fantastic, you know, and the little belt buckle. So yeah, lovely little figure, and the boots there. Yeah, so one of my favourite Lukes. Actually, he just is my favourite Luke, Black Series figure. But saying that, that may all change because Mandalorian Season 2's Luke Skywalker figure is just about to hit shelves. I see it's actually for sale on the Hasbro Pulse website. Can't wait to get that one. That is, of course, you know, the Luke Skywalker that was cutting up the sort of Dark Troopers at the end of Season 2 Mando. So really looking forward to get my hands on one of those. I love that cloak, that kind of mysterious Luke Skywalker as well. So that's going to be good. That's going to be good. So anyway, that's number 3. And then number 2 place, we have Count Dooku. Yes, love this figure. The poses you can pull with this figure is just awesome. He's so kind of sharp and well put together. The soft good cloak is awesome, and the little brooch there. I mean, all these figures as well, brownie points, bonus points. They stand so well. They're so well kind of balanced, you know. Great side profile there of Count Dooku, and again a great likeness to the actor, the character, you know, Christopher Lee. Fantastic, and the lightsaber hilt there is really well realized as well. Yeah, just an all-round great figure. I love it. So I have him posed like this, kind of classic Count Dooku. Yeah, he's really good, really good. So, and I remember seeing this figure really cheap. I think it was Sports Direct. For some reason, they had Black Series figures. I think he was going for something like £8. It was crazy. So, you know, I already had one, of course. I had this one. But, you know, I was almost tempted to buy another just because, why not? I love this figure so much. You know, it's almost worth having two, just God forbid something happens to him, you know. But yeah, he's just immaculate. He's fantastic. So if you haven't got a Count Dooku, really recommend it. So there we go. And now, finally, in number 1 place, we have Lord Vader. Darth Vader. This is the Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader. He is my number 1 figure ever. I just think he's fantastic. So fantastic. The detail is spot on. That utility belt there, all the wee, you know, coloured buttons and knobs, and the belt buckle there is fantastic, and the breathing apparatus there on the chest piece is just so well realised, brought to life, and the sheen on the armour there on the neck is fantastic. And I love the pose, you know, that choking finger, that's fantastic. And again, the lightsaber hilt really well kind of brought to life as well, fantastic. So yeah, this is the Empire Strikes Back version of Darth Vader. Not a huge fan of the subsequent releases of Vader. The Kenobi one's okay. I think my figure in particular is quite bad because his legs are so loose. His joints are just really slack. So standing him up's a pain in the backside. But this Empire Strikes Back Vader stands a treat. And I love the soft goods, absolutely love it. I mean, they're just so flowing. They're actually like costume, you know, they just pose so well. No matter how you place him, they just look so good and they flow. Look at that. So yeah, I love him. He is my top figure. Fantastic. So there we are. That is my technical top 5. But while we're here, I thought we would sneak in. Vader, you just sit there, my friend. I thought we would sneak in a little honourable mention to the Mandalorian figure. Vader, you're taking a little bit too much space. There we are. So this is, of course, Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian Black Series figures are kind of the whole reason I'm here. I had a huge collection of 3.5 inch figures, from the original Star Wars figures that were 3.5 inches right through to the vintage collection more recently. And then the vintage collection started to wind down and I was like, uh-oh, what's happening? And then I always admired the Black Series. I always thought, oh, how good they looked. And, you know, wouldn't it be nice? But then I already had hundreds of the smaller ones, so I didn't see the point in having 2 great big collections. And then Mando came out in 2019, and I was like, I want a Mando figure. But there are no Mando figures for 3.5 inch. So I made a decision just to sell all my small figures. And the money I raised, I invested into my Black Series collection. And yeah, so this obviously isn't the first Mando that was released. Season 1 has the sort of rusty, dirty Mando. This is the upgraded, polished Season 2 Mando, but nevertheless, a great figure. Both of them are. I love the detail. I love the big rifle. The blaster pistol there is fantastic. It's got a little bit of variation in paint. Yeah, it's just a really sharp figure and poses so strongly as well. You've got there a plastic cape, which doesn't get in the way too bad, and a jetpack accessory, which can be stuck on. And then, of course, the holster there, fantastic. The only thing is maybe a soft goods cloak for Mando could be good in the future. Could be quite nice. But I love it. And I pose this figure every 6 months in a different way. He's just awesome. Right now, he's pulling out a quick pistol. But yeah, so that is my little honourable mention there. Love this figure as well. So there we are. Right, we'll just get Vader back into shot. And there we are. So there we are. That is my top figures from my collection, my favourites. So I hope you enjoyed that little selection. I'm going to be doing the worst figures of my collection. We've probably all got them. I'm just going to bring up mine and talk about it a wee bit. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.